On Scots with soul. Here we go. Right, what's happening, folks? Welcome back to IndiScots podcast, Scots with Soul. It's the 17th podcast, and tonight I have True Scottish Guy on my left. Am I pointing the right way? No, I'm not. I've done it again. True Scottish Guy.
Still not pointing the right way.
Hi, True Scottish Guy. I am pointing the right way now. We've got SMViper above to my top, and our Lord and Saviour Stubzx is with us tonight. Hi guys.
You completely butchered that fucking fighting everywhere, man. Everyone's everywhere, man. Fuck it.
Here he's here. There he's there.
Come
Here
on.
I'm here.
I didn't realise Viper had gone under the desk. I was like, wait, he's fucked off for a wee drink or something. Like, where'd he go?
Is that where he went?
I was like, oh, he's starting without him.
You're hiding under his desk. But aye, True Scottish Guy, how are we this week and what have you been up to, man?
Not just chilling, basically. Chilling, playing games. Nothing really much.
You been streaming those games?
No, because I've been very busy with stuff.
Busy, man.
But you've been chilling, playing games?
Yes.
You need to get
I do get the streams out, I do, yes.
Aye, he does. Viper?
I'm doing alright, Ty. I've had a relatively chill week. I've been playing the Spider-Mans, streaming the Spider-Mans.
Who got you Spider-Mans?
No, I
Did
got
your
it
girlfriend buy
myself,
it?
but
Or did your mum?
Or
did you come out
no,
your
I
pocket money?
traded in every other. I traded in every other PS4 game I had just to get this game.
Oh,
Well,
no, you
all
didn't,
bar
man.
one. All bar one.
No.
What one?
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Fair enough.
Oh man, you didn't trade your games in that. Oh man, you get robbed so hard.
To be fair,
You
I
get
wasn't
robbed so
that
hard.
bothered because I only really played like one game on my PS4, and that was one that I got for free, so it was already installed. So, and now I get to say my JK sense is tingling.
Aye, everybody's fucking saying Spider-Man.
It does
really
look
good. What about you, Stubzx?
I've been no bad. I've been a wee
up to?
emotional roller coaster with Before the Storm. Life is strange before the storm, to be exact.
I thought you were going to say an emotional roller coaster about the other night, man. You did a really
Aye,
good
well,
night the other
that
night.
too.
Fucking loads of gift subs, man.
I was
Well,
gonna
I
say,
wasn't
you
gonna
felt
mention
somebody.
that. No, fucking Whiskey Jack.
Cause see when that shit happened to me, Stubzx, man, I got emotional, man. I fucking like I had to step away from the streaming, like have a wee tear and all that, man. Do you know what I mean? I was like, I'm not crying on the stream. I want plausible deniability.
There may have been
Aye,
a
man.
tear or two, but Captain was fucking a wee bit overboard.
Captain was all about it, wasn't he, man? Captain was streaming last night. I was in his channel. I dropped him a sub, dropped him the
is that
1,000
what he
bits and
is?
that last night. But I don't
I
think he
was-
remembers.
I was saying, I was
Is
in
this
He even says
Captain
to me-
Whiskey Jack we're talking about?
Aye.
Yes,
Yeah,
Captain
he's-
Whiskey
he,
Jack.
yes,
yeah, man.
he promised me doing duels with me on League of Legends.
I was in his stream.
Aye, he was steaming.
I was in his
last
stream.
night,
I clipped his first drink, and he was like, he was just done a wee cider before, and then suddenly he starts in hard stuff, and he's, and it's like, oh, this is going to be a good stream. He can't handle it. And then I kept looking over, and it's like every time he's like more fucked and more fucked every 5 minutes.
Did you like it though?
Not on stream, possibly after. I didn't ask.
Aye, but what I've been up to this week, I've been
I know
playing
you
God
have.
of War, man. God of War. It's why they games. See, when it first came out, I thought it was going to be like The Last of Us. Do you know what I mean? But see, actually getting it and playing it, holy shit! I couldn't have been more wrong about this game, man. Combat, I know, mate. That was my assumption, and that's the reason I
But
stayed.
hold
I
on,
see your
is there
face, Stubzx. I see
something
your
wrong with The
face,
Last
right?
of Us? Is that what you're trying to say?
I didn't like it. I
Thank
didn't like
God
it. Like,
somebody has the
it
same
was-
fucking mindset as me
it-
about The Last of Us.
It was good, but I didn't like it, if you get me. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. It just felt like it was a bit.
It was very
mundane.
linear and story-based and driven.
I like
Yes.
that, though.
I
Yes,
quite
that-
like
and
games
that's-
that are story based. It's just that what
I love a story-based game.
What
love
fucked
it.
me off
love
about
it.
that game was like, oh aye, so you've just spent this whole time like developing this amazing bond. Aye, he's just gonna fucking lie to her.
Aye.
That's what pissed me off.
But that's but that's what a good story is. The bond is broken, and then it gets you, the viewer or the consumer or the player, involved, and you're like, no, you prick. That's just good storytelling. Do you know what I mean? But it's like, I liked The Last of Us, but at the end of it, I felt like,
If we're talking
pretty
about really good
meh.
storytelling,
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not as good as everybody's saying. I just feel it was very overrated. Like, yes, solid 7 out of 10 game, but not the 10 out of 10.
You
that
want a
it was
really
telling.
good
It wasn't
driven
quite
game
like.
and go and play Halo 3.
I never got into Halo that
if you
much.
just want a really good story, go watch Voltron.
What about
What's that?
Well, what about something like the Telltale games?
No.
I know some of them are questionable, like, but I liked Tales from the Borderlands and The Walking Dead.
The Telltale games, I love the Telltale
Yeah.
games, right?
Some,
But, like,
well,
did you
some of
watch
them are
me
shit.
play Game Dev Tycoon recently on the Relay? Or have you watched Renji play Game Dev Tycoon?
I've seen gameplay of it.
Game Dev Tycoon's a wee simulation game where you pick a genre, you pick a game type, and you move your sliders about, right? Telltale games, if they were in Game Dev Tycoon, only ever made the one type of game. They never moved their sliders. Do you know what I mean? They made fucking every game was really good, but they made that many of them. Like, how many people here in this podcast, right, including chat, how many people seen the new Walking Dead come out and thought to themselves, I'll get that next year when it's cheap? How many people thought that? Because I was one of them.
I mean,
And I
I
can
mean,
guarantee
how
there's
much
a
is
lot
it?
of
How
people
much is
out
it
there
for
that
a
thought
full
that.
price Telltale game?
Probably
it's
40,
like
50
20
quid,
quid,
isn't it?
though.
Like,
Is it 20 for the full?
What, for
Is that
the
season
season
pass?
pass?
For a
20 quid
for a
season
full
pass.
Telltale game.
I'll be probably about 40, 50, yeah.
No. I'll wait
No,
until
no,
it
I
comes down in
I'd
just-
price.
imagine.
Yeah, on Steam right now it says $18.99
exactly
for
that.
the final season.
Or did you see the price of fucking Batman? I was like, no, thank you.
I skipped that one.
Yeah, but the reason you might be seeing that as the price of the final season right now is because Telltale Games announced
It
yesterday.
is
that
only
they're
one
closing down.
episode.
Yeah, it's only
Well,
one
Batman's
episode. The
only one
second
episode.
episode is supposed
No,
to be coming.
the final Walking
Alright,
Dead.
The Walking Dead. Aye. And the final season is The Walking Dead. Is it cancelled? Is the rest of it cancelled? Probably. And because what they said in a press release was they're leaving, just 25 employees are left working and Telltale to, like,
It's
what is it?
it's pure.
fulfill the company's obligations to its
Which
board and partners,
is
right? But what
Netflix.
its obligation is the Minecraft story of Netflix. Yeah, Minecraft story mode, it's that. So it's not Walking Dead, so it's like the game we all love, The Walking Dead, we're not going to
They
get
wouldn't
the
do
end.
that though.
I think they will. Look what
Maybe
they.
it's hammed.
No, well, see, the
It's
thing is,
hammed.
look what they've done to their employees, right? There's some of them who have been working there since the first Walking Dead game, and one of them posted on Twitter that he'd been done multiple overtime, unpaid, time away from his family, all that shit, just to get just to reach a deadline to finish the game, and he didn't even get fucking paid off or anything. It was just right there's the door. See ya.
Yeah, that's another thing. Anonymous sources say that over 250 employees were laid off with no severance or fucking warning, and they had 30 minutes to leave the building. Imagine you walked out of work one morning, they're just like, you are all sacked.
I have been there.
Off on
I have been there
on
actually.
the
I-
police.
That was my last job. It was walked in the morning and I was like, right, we need a word. Right, you have 20 minutes to pack up your shit and go.
Wait,
What have I done?
why did they close in the first place?
Because sales weren't that good. I mean, a lot of their games
It's
were just.
Telltale.
Can you blame
But
though?
look at how many games
I
they
have
pumped out,
the
though.
quote.
Right,
I have the
trust.
quote, right? Here we go. Telltale Games made the difficult decision to begin a majority studio closure following a year marked by insurmountable challenges. A majority of the company's employees were dismissed this morning, with a small group of 25 staying on to fulfill the company's obligations to its board and partners. That was the press release.
Look at it's
That's
a
all they
company.
said.
Question is, do they actually
Insurmountable
sell
challenges?
Yeah,
No, do they
Yes, of course they do.
actually
They're a
sell
gaming-
games? Because if they actually sell games, they wouldn't be closing down, would they?
What do you mean?
Well,
they
you can
actually
sell-
Do they
sell
actually
games?
make their target in sales?
obviously not. No,
That's
Well,
no, they obviously
there
not.
you go. Can you,
I mean
blame
they
the
sell games.
you blame the shutdown of the company, man. To be honest with you, Telltale games are not actually that freaking good.
Here's
Telltale Games
Here's-
are amazing.
here's the
in my
problem.
opinion, man. I'm
It's
so
an
sad to see them
interactive
go.
movie, that's what it is.
they owned that genre though.
Aye,
Like
and it's
any other
brilliant.
person that tried to make that had to make it somewhat different, because if they didn't, everyone would just go, "Oh, you're just copying Telltale."
Well, a prime example is the game that I'm playing, Before the Storm and Life is Strange the series. It's basically a Telltale game, but better. Because the engine actually works.
But better. Well, there's a problem. That is a problem. I seen it a few of the employees. I was looking through the employees. I'm not going to link the employees or anything like that. But I seen it. No, I don't name them. But a few of them were saying that they basically like they were just wanting to stick to that formula. The heads of Telltale were stuck in an indie game mindset when they weren't an indie game studio anymore. They were a big studio, and they still had like indie targets. And I think that's what he means by insurmountable challenges. Do you know what I mean? Like the insurmountable challenge was the view of the board to where the company needed to be. Do you know what I mean? They're like, I'm just want to make more wee happy games, and they're like, but we're gonna go under. Do you know what I mean? All these people have jobs. There was
one post I seen on Twitter from somebody at work there, and it was like a list of all the problems, and it was just we know, and it's like they knew there was all these problems with the games, but the higher ups were just like, push the game out, get this fucking game, make our shareholders happy, get the game out, and then they were just releasing a fucking mess. It's a shame to see a company like that go down because they
apparently your microphone.
I've just fixed it.
Yeah,
just fixed
all
it.
Right.
But I mean, some of their games were really good. We all remember like the last. We all remember The Walking Dead, and like Borderlands is one that I really liked, and The Wolf Among Us was a really good one too. But look how many games they released,
and all of the same formula,
shit.
the same type. Do you know what I mean? It's like
they released some really shit games that were purely just to put a game out there.
Game of Thrones, Telltale game.
Apparently, that's really
shit.
It's an interactive
terrible
movie.
It's terrible.
But that works for certain
But
games
Scottish,
that they've made.
you don't like interactive movies, right?
Yeah.
That's the main point here. Like, so for people who do, that's the conversation we're having just now. We're having the conversation.
That's probably one of the reasons why they're going out of business, because their games don't sell, because it's an interactive.
Well, they did sell though.
Movie.
I mean,
the
good ones
sell. It's not that the games don't sell, it's that the games do sell, and because they sell, they've done nothing but like Walking Dead Season 1, Season 2, basically the same game with a different story. Wolf Among Us, same game, different story. Game of Thrones, same game, different story. It's the same formula all the time. See, if it was like they were just making one of those games a year rather than 4 or 5, they would be a really successful company, but they're trying to spam that game type. And because they're spamming it, people are like, I'll leave it for a year because I just played one. Do you know what I mean? Like me, I got all the Telltale games that they had released up to the point last year for 45 quid in a Steam sale. Doing for 130 quid in a Steam sale. All Telltale games, 45 quid. So they might be suffering for stuff like that as well, but that's part of the gaming industry. So it's Steam sales and discounts and, do you know what I mean? Package deals.
Well, they choose to. It's not Steam choosing to lower the price. It's actually the company. But I just want to point out that the first season of The Walking Dead sold 8.5 million and 8.5 million copies, and it made $40 million in sales.
There you go.
So it wasn't
hugely
the fact
successful.
that it was bad.
It was hugely successful. That's the game that catapulted them into the spotlight. I remember playing that game when it fucking first came out, and I remember being blown away by it. I remember being on stream crying. Do you know what I mean? Because like it was just full of the feels, man. It was one of the games that me and Kyle used to say, it punches you right in the feels, right in the feels, right in the perfect spot, man.
Well, I was
sorry.
All right, I was a prick that every time it popped up that like Clementine didn't like that or Clementine was upset, I was like, restart, not fucking PC off. Right, there we go. I fixed it. Clementine's not upset with me anymore.
It's all right, Clem. It's all right, darling.
Yeah,
it's all right.
It's all right. That never happened. Don't worry.
Talking about like, you know, that I think that's also the fact there's like when people got Telltale games, a lot of them were actually getting it so they could then go and stream it on websites like Twitch and all that, and YouTube. And it was because it's a story, and a lot of people come in to see the story. And Twitch obviously did actually have a bit of a platform for their kind of worldwide kind of half not domination, more just kind of impact. And I think as well, The Walking Dead actually helped make some voice actors' careers.
Yes.
Like, I don't know what his name is, but the guy who voiced Lee, he's in fucking everything now.
Yeah.
He's actually in Spider-Man as well.
What's his name?
Let's just call him Lee. Because let's be fair, every time I hear his voice, I go, "It's Lee!" Well, if you're looking for a segue into the next topic, that was that for you.
For what, into what topic? All right, into the Twitch has been blocked in China segue. Right, okay, got you. Nobody noticed that there. That was perfect switch over.
Who
Right,
banned Xaviera?
That was me. That was my bad. I accidentally.
I'll slap you. Don't be banning my people.
Don't be banning my people.
I don't even know how I did. I tried to send the message, and then it was like banned. I was like, "What the fuck did I do?"
It's not nice to ban people like that.
Xaviera, I issue a public apology on behalf of IndiScots.
I do publicly apologize. I have no fucking idea what happened there. I didn't even click anything. I just typed sent the message, and it was banned. I was like, "Oh!"
There's the link in chat for this section. Twitch has been blocked in China. Twitch rose to be the third most popular app in China last month. Is that why?
Oh shit!
Is that why? Do you know what I mean? Because we know about the Chinese government. They're like they don't like to have they don't have open source internet. They don't have. Do you know what I mean? It's not freedom of media, freedom of the press in that country. So is it because that on Twitch people are so free to be creative and mentally free and creatively free that they're like, no, we can't have that as an example in our country right now? I don't know, but I don't like that because that sets a precedent. Do you know what I mean? Like, Twitch has been banned in a country now. Is there other countries going to follow suit? I don't know. Who do you guys think?
I would hope not. I can't see any other, because what other country has something like the Great Firewall of China?
Russia.
Yeah, but that's my point.
Does Russia have something?
In order to be
Russia
impartial, we've got to ask that question. Do you know what I mean? Like, we can't just. It's got to be without a doubt China's own decision. Like, do you know what I mean? Like.
But have you ever seen Russian Twitch streamers though?
I've seen a few of them. The one I know is Tornus. I only know
I've seen a
Tornus.
few of them. They're very fucking angry people, I'll tell you that.
They're on another level. I've also seen a lot of them streaming full movies on Twitch, which, okay. I seen 3 last night. Just thought I'd add that in. I don't know how they do it. Yeah, I can't see Russia doing it, honestly.
No chance. I don't think they'll date in Russia. Russia's got too many good streamers, man. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of good streamers in Russia, man. I've watched Tornus for years.
I believe it's more about the possibility of communication with anyone, anywhere, than free creativity and thoughts.
Well, I think they ban a lot of things.
Country.
Yeah.
But it's probably something like Twitch chat as well, because like in a Twitch chat, they'll be able to ask opinions for people in the other country. Do you know what I mean? Or people around the world. Like, what daft questions like, are you allowed to go out past 10 o'clock? Yes. Fuck. Do you know what I mean? Like. But these are things in China, man. These are things. They've got fucking active curfews. Do you know what I mean? It's like fucking hell, man.
It's very
no, I have more than 2 fucking kids.
No, that's been lifted.
Oh, they lift that now. Well, that was understandable. Look at their fucking population. India's going to need to do that soon too.
They'll just start putting them in Silicon Valley.
Most of them are there anyway, but they're doing a damn good job, mind you. So it doesn't really matter.
Put it this way, actually, like, I actually had an Uber driver from India help me with my computer problems a couple of days ago. So I'm no word of a lie. After my Uber trip, I got out and he was like, "By the way, here's my email in case you've got like any other problems and stuff, and just send me stuff and like I'll help you out and stuff."
Was his name Paul from Microsoft, and the server was also sending that you had a virus? And then
this is actually the best part. I shit you not. His name was Gopish.
Oh, okay, so it's actually he was legit. I
you know what? I'm actually gonna just to prove it because I don't think COD believes me right now.
I do. And then have unfortunate names. And then
imagine phone up his house phone and his wife answers, "Hello, can I speak to Gopish?"
When I worked
it's
in
probably
IT,
not pronounced that way.
The amount of those calls that I got were unreal. Hello, your computer is sending virus to our server. Yeah, no problem. Just set up a computer with a virtual machine and fuck with them for an hour. It was great because I literally got paid an hour to fuck with somebody. I loved it.
I do agree with my Madcap there that communism is bad in all its forms. I do agree with that.
Just look at North Korea.
Aye. It
No,
gets
no.
it's taken too
North
seriously.
North Korea is the extreme definition of communism. That's the extreme definition.
But North Korea and the South Korean president actually met each other. They went in.
They hugged.
They hugged, man. They hugged.
They hugged. They did not just meet. They hugged,
Yeah,
man.
they embraced.
Yeah, man. So there's hope there on the Korean Peninsula. There's hope.
Oh no, the war's over. The war
No,
is,
the
Yeah,
war
they
is.
ended the.
Oh, did
No,
they end the war?
They ended the war. Yeah,
That
they
was
ended
Holy
it.
shit! No way, man.
That was the hug. That was the hug. They
That was
ended
the
the
hug.
longest war in history.
I think
'Cause
the
when did that
funniest
start,
thing, though,
1950?
is-
Something like that. It was a while ago.
It's
Anyway,
not the
yeah.
longest war in history then.
Oh fuck no, there was a
Two
longer
countries
one.
at
100
war
years
and
war
never
was
done
longer,
anything
wasn't
to they never
Yeah.
done anything to each other for fucking years.
Well,
But
they
it
had
was
the
a
border.
ceasefire though.
It's like
There was a ceasefire.
it's like two boxers in a boxing ring waiting for one another to hit. Do the first.
Aye,
hit.
if one of them
That's
called a
fucking like-
ceasefire. I mean, they weren't at. Well, they were. There was a war. They never officially ended the war, but they were on a ceasefire.
Aye.
But it's going to be interesting to see if the barrier comes down and it becomes one Korea or something like that. What is North Korea going to be like? Imagine all of those stories coming out about North Korea and what was going on there.
It's equally tangible to ask what is South Korea going to be like because they're so ideologically different. How do you mix those two together? Do you know what I mean? I think you're going to see the end of the war and then them completely become independent countries. Maybe even one of them rename themselves so as it's not North or South. Not maybe even a rename for both. Do
Well,
you
can
remember
you-
at the Glasgow Commonwealth Games? I remember I used to work fucking right. I used to work in, and I used to get a paper every day. And I remember reading in the paper, it was a Specsavers article or an advert, and it was the North and South Korean flag. And I was like, what is that going on about, right? And I checked it, and at the Glasgow Commonwealth Games, South Korea were playing North Korea, and they mixed the flags up. So the next day, Specsavers ran an ad campaign saying, got to go to Specsavers so don't mix the flags up. Just had to throw that in there.
I think one of the best things though is that when the whole war came to an end, Donald Trump tried to claim that it was all his doing.
Yeah.
I saw an amazing comic by a Glaswegian comic artist. I think it was in the Sun or something. I just passed and I saw it, and it was Kim Jong-un and whatever the South Korean leader's called, as children, holding hands together, walking up with a piece of paper, and it was like a drawing, right? And it was like, look what we did. Like, two kids proud to show their parent a drawing they done. And it's just Donald Trump looking at it, then going, you did this, looking up, then going, I did this. It was just amazing.
Wow, there is no end to that. That guy has no shame, man. Don't you know? Donald
doesn't
Trump has
at
no
all.
shame, man. Has none.
Yeah.
Donald
Zero.
Trump doesn't give a fuck.
You see his hair? Of course he doesn't.
He doesn't. The amount of money he fucking has, he doesn't give a fuck.
I mean, he's
He can
not
touch.
really
He
got
can
that.
touch a random woman in the pussy, and he still get away with it because he's got lots of money. Because he doesn't.
No, he'll still get sued because he ain't got that much money.
But talking about Korean people and Chinese people and stuff, Ada Wong has been the new trailer
Who?
for the new trailer for Resident Evil 2 has been released, and you get to see Ava Wong's character for the first time. The link is in chat, guys. Fucking good ass trailer, man. I'm really looking forward to Resident Evil 2 remake, man. Anybody else looking forward to it? Did anybody
I'm
else
looking
play
forward.
it?
It looks good.
Yeah, like the last one was.
Well, the last one was really
That'd be
good.
good.
The last one was
Man,
really
the last one I needed to change my pants after playing it in VR.
good. What, did you
I was
play it
always
in VR?
scared doing it.
Well, do you know when you go just down into the tunnel for the first time, you go all the way down and you're expecting, and then
Yes.
you're swimming through. Now I was in VR and I was like, okay, I was expecting something, and all
That's when the Neptune shark jumps at you, ain't it?
no, just a body.
Just the wee body that floats up.
Just,
That
just
scared
a
the crap
body
out of me.
floats up, and I went, I'm going to say no to this.
The
Breaking
part-
No
point.
from me, Simon. It's a no from me.
The parts that got me the worst in the VR were
It's
the
a
fucking
no from me,
spiders.
Simon.
Oh man.
I hate spiders, and there's one scene when the Maw's in there, and she's behind a door, and you go up to it, and she opens the door a wee bit, pops her head out, closes it, and then it throws spiders at your face. I was like, no. The headset flew off. Then I was like,
They shouldn't
No.
make horror games for VR headsets because they'll get broken.
No, there's a good bit in Russia Blood. It's called Until Dawn Rush of Blood. It's the
Aye.
VR one. You're good in the tracks.
That's quite fun.
That's a really fun game once you've played it a couple of times and you know all the jump scares and you're no scared anymore. But the first time through, there's a bit where you're having to duck out the way of like fucking saws and that above your head, and it makes you duck right into a fucking pit of spiders, man, and you're just like, ah.
Oh, I'm glad I've not played that much.
Oh man, mate, that's like the second level, man. It's like the second level. But
I've only played like the first one or two.
It's not as if you see the pit of spiders as you duck down, but it's like there's a wee gap. It's like the front of the cart, and just as you get to it, you look over and all these spiders are just jumping at you, man, and you're just like, fuck. But you need to,
I couldn't do that.
You need to keep your head down or you'll pop up and get your head chopped off and die, so you're forced to
in that situation, I'd rather get my head chopped off. Fuck it.
Stubbs never does that level because spiders.
Yeah.
Stubbs just needs to like just put his hands together and everything stops and bows. Speaking of that, yeah.
It's our Lord and Saviour. Hail Stubbs.
Stubbs be with you.
But yeah, because of the Tokyo Game Show this week, there's a sale on Steam for Japanese games that came out of Japanese, like they originated from Japan.
Japanese.
So go on Steam, check if there's any games that are reduced in price for Japan that you want. Sorted. That ends
Hideo
tomorrow.
Kojima.
Like I'm guessing like fucking the Castlevania games and stuff are going to be on sale. Castlevania Lords of Shadow. Get them. They're brilliant. Just play them, they're amazing. I'll be times in chat hating me the now.
Is there anything by Kojima on sale?
Lords of Shadow, Castlevania, the ones I just told you about, they'll probably be on sale.
I set in a game about
and if you don't like the Castlevania games, remember you can always refund them. You can always get a refund. And in France this week, Valve and Ubisoft were fined by the French authorities over their refund policies. According to the French, there should be a clear 14-day refund period with no time limit on how long you played the game. So they're like,
I agree with that.
Do you know what I mean? So
you can beat a game and get your fucking refund, get money back.
That's how it reads to me as well, man. Aye. So I don't agree with that, right? But according to the French, that's if you complete a game inside 2 weeks, you can refund it for full price. And Valve were fined €147,000 for not stating the 14-day period clearly enough, and for a max of 2 hours playtime. So if you play the game for more than 2 hours, you can't refund it on Valve. There you go. Ubisoft, on the other hand, were fined £180,000 because the bastards don't have a refund policy.
That's not 180,000 is going to do fuck all to them though.
Yeah, they're going to like. Cool.
It's pretty superficial bans. Okay. It's pretty sort of bans.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Valve was making their fucking money off CS:GO loot cases. They'll be fine.
It's the same. It's the same when like you hear that Amazon's got fined $1 million. They're just like, yeah, okay, there you go.
They're just like million.
Well, the guy who owns Amazon's the richest man in the world. If he drops a £20 note, it is not worth his time picking it up.
Yeah, that used to be a thing with Bill Gates. And trust, don't correct me on this because I know you will try. But he is the richest man in history. In current history, trust, don't start. Don't give us a history lesson.
The richest man in history was Mansa Musa. Did Bill Gates bring an economic, literally, did he bring the fucking economics to its knees?
Right now.
Mate, it was Mansa Musa, the king of Mali. He went on a pilgrimage to Mecca and brought the fucking economy to its knees because he was giving away so much fucking gold. The guy had 110,000 people in his entourage. Each one of them had fucking at least a kilogram of gold to give away to folk. Bill Gates is not the richest man in history.
Rub that history boner. Rub that history boner.
Mate, I'm fucking rubbing it, man, right? Shut it.
That's exactly why I said. That's exactly why I said.
But in terms of paper money, Bill Gates is probably the richest man in history. And remember, paper money's worthless as long as
the owner of Amazon is.
Oh, is it now? How much is he worth? Pure fucking. Is it?
That's what I said. Recent.
Let's ask his staff, shall we?
Since we start, his staff hate him. But since we started recording history, he is the richest man in history.
But we were recording history when Mansa Musa was alive. That's how we know about him.
Yes, but we don't know how much money he had.
Because it wasn't money. It was precious metals. It was gold. The things we make money out of today and don't have any. Like he had most it. Do you know what I mean? It's like Mansa Musa brought into existence 70% of the world's gold. they're off in Mali's mines. Do you know what I mean? The mines in Mali.
You can tell that me and Truss have had this conversation before because I told him not to before I even started saying it.
Mate,
Well,
I've got
I
a
heard
fish on my
somehow-
head, right? See when a worm dangles in the water, I bite it, right? It's with
I've heard
fish.
Even
that-
when the worm tells you to fuck off.
Yes,
I heard
especially when
that-
it tells me to fuck off.
I heard something like was it 97% of the world's banks are owned by one person or something?
Yeah,
Aye.
well, one family.
Rockefeller
Rothschilds.
family.
Rothschild family.
The Rothschild family
They
are
own the central
weirdly
banks.
powerful.
They're all a bunch of
Do you want-
bankers.
Yeah.
There's another history boner. Do you want to
Oh,
help me
no,
stroke it,
He's
boys?
going again. He's going again.
Right, the reason the Rothschild family is so rich,
Fucking looks
right?
like you're wanking
It's-
your own arm, for God's sake.
Mate, it's the history boner, right?
No, it's you're wanking your own arm.
Truss's history boner, man. He's ready.
Everybody has heard of the Battle of Waterloo, right? There was a cavalry sergeant called David Rothschild during the Battle of Waterloo. His family were bankers, and he was serving in the British military, and he realised that Britain was going to win the Battle of Waterloo. He rode back to England, told everyone in England that England had lost the war and there was no army, and Napoleon was coming across in ships to conquer England. So the English stock plummeted to basically nothing. His family bought it all up, and then the English army, the British army come home. By the way, we won the war, and they're like, what? So our stock is really still away up here and worth all that much? And they're like, aye, and they're like, but he's got it all now. Richest family in the world. Bam, overnight. History boner stroked.
I mean,
Boys.
in a way, can you hate that? That's just fucking genius.
Yes,
if I could
yes, you can
possibly
hate
do
it,
that
but you
today,
can-
I would do that.
You can hate something while admiring it at the same
Right,
time.
Truss, are you saying that if you had the chance to do that, you would not do it?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
I think we all of us here would see an opportunity like, I can make fucking billions and I can make my family the richest family in history.
But I wouldn't be a
I'll
total
do this,
dick
I'll
with
do
it.
this.
I wouldn't be a total dick with it. I wouldn't have 97% of the world's wealth and trying to get ownership of the last 3%.
Well, have you ever seen what the Rothschilds look like? Those fuckers look like they're immortal. They look like they've been alive for 100 years, man.
The one I can't remember his name, right?
Right?
But the Rothschild that's alive now, the one, the head of the family right now, looks like Montgomery Burns. It's who Montgomery Burns is modelled after.
They look like the family from Resident Evil 7.
They do look like the family from Resident Evil 7. Mm-hmm.
They're horrendous, man.
I'm just saying, right? If I knew that, you know, a certain country and a certain parliament was going to take a certain country out of the world's biggest single marketplace, I totally would have went and bought a shit ton of stock
Oh yeah.
right after it happened.
Well, did you not see during Brexit, fucking Americans were changing their money into pounds, and then
Do you know, see,
Yeah.
Britain are trying their best to go
They're
back in
fucking it up.
Brexit now?
I've heard something. I've
Have
been
you not heard about the checkers plan? Basically, it was like, all right, so we had these really good deals, right? Now, one of them didn't do very well for Ireland, and one of them did do well for Ireland. The one that did do well for Ireland was also not that bad, but we're not going to do it. We want our own plan.
It sounds like
Sounds like a
politics, mate. Sounds like politics.
Liquor plan.
Just saying, the second after, is it April 29th?
I don't know.
is that the final
Sometime-
date? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, April
Sometime in
something.
April next year. I'm sorry, but I am going to buy quite a bit of like stock. I'm generally thinking about buying some stock in Scotland, because then I know for a fact we'll go cool. Bye bye, EU.
I voted against
would be quite
Brexit,
nice.
right?
So did
Personally,
everyone else in
right.
Scotland.
So did
I
everyone-
voted against it,
everyone in
right?
Scotland
But see, since we voted against it, because of the political environment, I quite like it.
Independence.
Yes, it brings independence back to the table, and it gives Stubbs a chance to redeem himself.
But most people voted.
Shut up! We're not saying that publicly. Fuck you.
Fucking Stubbsy, man.
Next topic.
Next
How did
topic.
we actually get onto politics?
IndiScots
Fuck
is
knows.
doing a giveaway for Resonate. We're going to be giving away 2 pairs of Resonate tickets for the Saturday, guys. We're going to be doing the giveaways on the 30th October, which is next week, and the 7th of October, which is 3 weeks before Resonate and 2 weeks before Resonate. So if you win a pair of tickets, there's ample time to plan
You
your
mean
trip.
the 30th of September?
Yes, 30th.
And there's a free Mini Cooper donated by Arnold Clark.
There is not
Is
a
there?
free
We're
Mini Cooper.
not giving away a free Mini Cooper. We're giving away 2 Resonate tickets. Just to clarify.
But the way the giveaway is going to work, guys, is I reset the loyalty points on IndiScots, and for every 10 minutes you spend in the IndiScots chat while we're live, you're going to get 20 eggs right?
I didn't even know there was loyalty points, man. I've been here for quite a long time.
Give egg.
You can buy tickets to the giveaway. The giveaway's open right now. IndiScots can't buy it because it doesn't have any loyalty points because it's their channel. So you just basically pay ticket, just exclamation mark ticket. You can buy tickets. Click the link, and you'll see how many tickets you've got. If you want to buy more than one ticket at one time, just ticket space and then the number. Remember, it's 10 egg to buy a ticket, and you get 20 egg every 10 minutes you're here.
So, Tross, how do you see how many eggs you've got?
It's in underneath the stream, mate. It's in the loyalty, but it's the loyalty board underneath the stream. You should be able to type in something. There's a chat command for it as well. Yowdy Time successfully bought one ticket. There you go, man.
Oh, yeah, I've got 80 eggs, mate.
So you can get 8 tickets.
Unfortunately, I will not be able to make it due to flights and living in Middle Earth, as SMViper put it. But everybody else is free to enter, and you will hopefully see Truss.
I don't have to live in Mordor, right?
Unfortunately for you, aye.
The command will be in there for it. I don't know what it is, but to check, just go underneath the stream, guys. It's in the loyalty board, the Stream Elements loyalty board. It'll tell you how many egg you have, and you can buy as many tickets as you want, man. But yeah, there's a command for Resonate as well for the website, so you can check what's happening at Resonate and decide if you want to enter the giveaway. But like I say, we'll be the first pair of tickets will be getting given away at the very end of next week's podcast, and then the next pair of tickets will be the very end of the week after, 30th of September and the 7th of October, guys. That's when the giveaway's happening. Is anybody going to Resonate? Anybody thinking about going to Resonate? Obviously, you're no Stubs, but what about you, True Scottish Guy and Viper?
I've got tickets. I'm going.
If I get tickets,
I went last year and the year before, so I'm going this year.
If I get tickets and I get time off work, then I will.
Aye. Be good to meet up with a good amount of folk, do you know what I mean? Because I know Tonto's Pure Tonto's going, Absolute Scottish is going, Dakast's going, I'm going, True Scottish Guys going, Yowdy Time and his girlfriend's going to come. So there's quite a few people. Just Karen's going to be there at another stall. Shoxy's going to be there at that other stall with her. So there's going to be quite a lot of IndiScots. There's going to be quite a lot of recognisable faces, and it'll be quite good to meet them all in person.
Too bad everyone's going to be in Tom Cassell's line, but
Or syndicates.
I don't even know who these
Tom
people
Cassell,
are.
Syndicate.
I don't know who these people
Oh,
are.
right.
Well, you don't know who Syndicate is.
I've heard of them. I've never watched any stuff.
Did you ever hear about the CEO School Lotto scandal? He was one of them.
Oh, right. Okay.
He's the one that completely ignored it and got away with it.
I'm in fucking T-Mart scamming Wayne's out of a scripted fucking rigged CFO website.
It's just funny that fucking T Martin acknowledged it and made an apology video and everything and got more hate for it as Syndicate's just sitting there playing his games like, what? CSGO? No, I don't know anything about that. Like,
I'm
The
just
thing
going
is-
to
the
my
thing
daily
is
vlogging.
about- the thing
I'm
is
just going to be
about-
daily vlogging. There
The
we
thing
go.
is about T-Mart, he says, I have no acknowledgement of this website. I do not own this website. Then he made another video
fucked
saying
up
that he
himself.
does own the website. I'm like,
as he's sitting there with his dog, I'm sorry. It's like the South Park episode where the cunt's like fucking BP ruined everything. He's just
the
like,
guy's
I'm
a complete and
sorry.
utter fucking chill, man. Both
Hey.
of them are.
No. You can't say things like that on the podcast,
Right.
dude. You can't say
What?
things like that because we could end up banned. We don't endorse
Yeah.
that here in IndiScots. That's
I
purely
like
your opinion.
Syndicate.
I also can't say that considering I've been subscribed to him for about 6 years. So
I
But
used
that
to watch
link
the
I just
videos
put in
as a
chat there,
person.
guys, is the brand new trailer to Death
Well,
Stranding.
hold on a minute. I can't say something's a shell because we're going to get banned.
Brand new trailer to Death Stranding. As Kojima says, the game has already started. So with that trailer, the next part of the game has just been delivered to you. It's a really good trailer. And can I just say one thing about it? Troy Baker. Fucking Troy Baker is the baddie. Fucking yes. For people who don't know who Troy Baker is, Troy
He's
Baker
in
is
he's in
Revolver
every game he's
Ocelot. Fucking yes. Revolver
Troy
Ocelot
Baker is
the
Troy
baddie.
Baker is in every game you've ever played.
Is he not
Troy
the
Baker
voice?
is
Is he
also
not the voice of
Batman.
Batman?
I don't know if
He
he's the voice
does
of Batman.
everything.
He's
Probably,
in
yeah.
so many games, aye. But it's good
He
to see him
did the
return,
voice
man.
of Batman in the Batman games.
Troy Baker is also in Glasgow right now.
Yeah, he's
Is he?
right now.
He was at Comic Con.
Yeah.
Oh, it means... Oh, no, Resonate's still like a month away. Oh, it'd be brilliant to go
Aye,
and meet
no.
folk like that at Resonate. I'd love to walk up and meet that guy, man.
There's two people that I can confirm have been in a game that you've played. Troy Baker and Nolan North.
Aye, Nolan North, man. He's been
They're in
almost
some kind of
every
game that you've played.
Aye.
Do we have some examples? History boner.
Ross, take it away.
I don't really like Nolan North. All the Uncharted games, he's replaced Peter Dinklage in Destiny, and like he's in so many other games. Like I don't know the names of them, but I have played games and I've heard his voice. Aye, exactly. Check IMDb and there's a fucking huge list.
200 games each or something like that, and it's still growing. Just like Truss's history boner.
No, it's a
Once in a while, he won't know when it'll
It's
go
expanded,
history
mate.
classic,
It's expanded,
but-
innit?
It's flaccid, as he's saying.
It's flaccid. But just a wee mini history. Like, what is it? 24?
Oh no, it's going up there again. He's wasting it.
24.
He's trying to get it.
24 years ago, on the December the 3rd this year, man. 24 years, December the 3rd. The PlayStation 1 was released, and in December the 3rd this year, 24 years later, there's going to be a mini PlayStation 1 releasing, and it's going to cost $100, and it's going to come with 20 preloaded games on it. Do you want to hear the 5 games they've already announced for it?
Aye, because I've only heard 2.
If Wacky Dacious Crash and Dash isn't there, I'm leaving.
Final Fantasy 8, Jumpin' Flash, Ridge Racer Type 4, Tekken 3, and Wild Arms.
Can I just
Final Fantasy 8. Do you know what I mean? Ridge Racer will be good. Can't remember Ridge Racer. Tekken will be good. But Final Fantasy 8 is one of the ones that people probably really wanted to see. But what I really want to see, there's Stubzx's actual one. I want to see Metal Gear Solid 1. I want to see games like the first Tomb Raiders. Do you know what I mean? What would you guys like to see?
I want. Oh,
Wacky Dacious Crash and Dash.
yes, that'd be good.
yes, give me that, man. 100%.
It also comes with 2 controllers, doesn't it? And you can hook up 4. So I mean, yeah, those racing games. I would say Spyro, but that's getting remastered, so I don't give a shit.
Spyro's getting remastered. I don't think they'll bring that out on
they can leave that.
Aye, they'll leave
So,
that.
what were you saying?
Oh, so what? Sorry, I was half asleep.
You were saying something.
I was reading something there. Nolan North is the voice of Nathan Drake.
Aye, I know the Uncharted
that's one of the
series,
biggest
aye.
ones.
And the USS Vengeance for Star Trek.
Did any of you see the fan made Uncharted
Oh yeah, and
movie?
you're talking about Spider-Man. He does the voice for Silverman or something.
He's in everything. He's fucking in everything.
Silverman, Spider-Man TV series. Does the voice for Superman.
We could literally spend the entire podcast listing Nolan North's voice acting IMDb because it's that fucking.
You know what? I'll do it for you. Alexa,
Oh Jesus!
who is Nolan North?
Should be going for a fucking hour.
North is an American actor and voice actor.
Oh, pretty brief.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
Ask us for a list of games he's.
My Google
Alexa.
Home will probably do it.
I
Give
didn't
me a
know.
list of
Oh my
games that
god!
Nolan North has been in.
Oh
This
Jesus!
will answer your question. I know about 21,000 video games.
Yes, it did.
Holy shit! The time.
I refuse to believe.
21,000.
I refuse to believe. Hey! I refuse to believe that this guy's voice acted in 21,000 fucking video games.
I knew the list was long, but fuck me sideways.
Fucking, I
No,
doubt
this
it's
guy has
21,000.
not done 21,000 video games. You can piss off.
He works hard,
Holy
Papa Man Bear. He works seriously hard.
That's his fucking daily job, man. He's going in 9 to 5 every fucking day recording voice acting.
Right, do you know what his first video game was? His voice actor in the first video game.
Was it a PlayStation 1 game by any chance? Because it was 21,000 games ago.
It was no, I've got it. It was in 2003. It was called The Cat in the Hat.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And he voiced a fish.
What?
Hey, the fish is a big part of the Cat in the Hat, though.
What?
That's a very big character.
The Cat in the Hat, and he voiced a fish.
Fucking hell.
Man.
He was in Golden
You know, credit to the guy then, do you know what I mean? Getting a voice acting job in a Cat in the Hat game and ending up in 21,000 Well done, mate. Well done, mate.
I mean,
You have successfully recreated the herpes virus. Well done,
He
mate.
was in college. He was in
I'm
college.
good at what he does.
He was in Call of Duty 2 as Sergeant Randall.
Was he in fucking hell? He was in Call of Duty. He fucking
No,
really
was
is.
it?
See if you list it. See if you list what he's in, right? You'll be playing games later on and you'll be like, wait, that's him. How did I never notice that
He
before?
did additional voices in Yakuza.
Yeah.
Mate, that's the way to do it. Do you know what I mean? You don't need to be the talisman. Do you know what I mean? The big voice actor. See if you can get that much work, you're on the right fucking track.
That's
Do
how he
we-
gets so much work. 'Cause
do
he
we tell
does
you
background
the,
voices and shit.
The biggest voice act, the most used voice actor is in the world. Can't mind his name, but you know when you watch those
Well done, mate.
old
You're ready to tell us, you might kind of mind his name.
when someone gets like thrown off something, it's like that.
The Wilhelm scream.
Yeah, it's him.
Yeah. The Wilhelm scream.
He
It's,
was in Halo
everything.
3 doing additional voices for the Marines.
So was Bernie Burns and Gus Sorolla.
Hey, stop listing no one.
It's you can literally
He was in Power Rangers as the Gold Ranger.
right. That's plenty.
I'm watching SMViper here. Power Rangers are his favourite. He sat there untriggered. He sat there
Power
untriggered.
Rangers.
It's fucking powerbone. It's fucking two of them, man.
He did the voice of Bishop in Unreal Tournament 3.
But do you
Are
know
we done
do
listening
you know
now?
the real question?
What?
How do you feel about pork pies?
No, right. This would be a good
love
time to
pies.
talk about our future sponsor, irn-bru. Does everyone have their can ready?
I don't, because I'm out of cans.
Well, me and
Right,
Stubzx will
you're
do
a
it for
cunt, and
you.
so is Viper.
Yeah,
Viper,
time-wasting
get that away, man.
bastards. We do not endorse non-irn-bru drinkers. Here at IndiScots, we all drink irn-bru. If you don't,
I also drink.
You're not
Iron
as
Brew, it's
phenomenal
just
as
a
us.
very funny coloured bottle.
My beard now tastes of irn-bru, the greatest drink in the world. Please go out and buy a can of irn-bru and tell him IndiScots sent you.
I should totally have had the wee Tonto hang ready, man. Oh no, where's the wee Tonto?
I got irn-bru all on my mustache, man.
Can we not cough directly into the microphones, please? Thank you.
That would be nice, eh?
Bing bong.
Vanessa has made an amazing statement that is true.
What is this statement that Vanessa has made?
He loves Power Rangers more than me.
That is true, yeah.
Oh, that must have been hard for her to admit, but it takes a big person to admit that shit, man.
So
No, she's just admitting it's right.
I'll take Tommy Oliver over her any.
There
I'll
he
take
is.
irn-bru.
There's the
It's
wee
alright.
man. There's the wee man.
Oh,
Tonto
aye.
also endorses irn-bru.
I'll need to actually say something that Xavier has popped up later on.
Mate, my mustache is going to be sticky all day now. But I don't mind, because it tastes of irn-bru.
It wasn't from Iron Brew the reason it's
Iron Brew 32, P-Mount Solution.
Oh no, I watched
Get a
it
pack
before
of
the
4 or
stream to
5.99.
get that out.
It's just a
It's
way
alright.
of keeping irn-bru for a rainy day, that's all, man, Stubbs. That's why he's got a moustache and
Whatever
beard.
happened to Iron Brew 32?
It was fucking disgusting, so they pulled it from the shelves.
Oh, we do not talk about irn-bru like that. irn-bru 32 was amazing.
Iron Brew 32 was fucking disgusting.
We did not talk about irn-bru badly on this podcast.
I don't
irn-bru
care.
32 was amazing.
Stating my fucking opinion, right? It was
Right, you're
fucking
banned
disgusting.
from the IndiScots Scots with salt.
Goodbye.
You are banned.
You are the weakest link.
We do not talk badly about irn-bru on this
I don't
podcast.
know what's worse, Iron Brew 32 or Iron Brew Max.
We do not talk bad about our sponsors on this podcast. I should not have to repeat myself to you.
He's like an unruly child, isn't he? He's like, you will hear my point.
irn-bru, the greatest drink in the world, no matter what form it's in. irn-bru is the best.
It's okay. irn-bru is obviously the best. It outsells every other soft drink in Scotland,
Oh, yeah.
right? What is the only other country in the world that it does so?
Russia.
Correct.
Oh, say that question.
Did Coke get outbid in Russia?
Say that-
irn-bru
say that-
is Russia's national soft drink as well.
Wait, what?
The Russians love it. The Russians
Yeah,
absolutely
the
love
Russians
it.
Holy
love
shit.
it. And so Russians love it, and so the people in Iceland.
Aye, but Coca-Cola still outsells irn-bru.
It's
two
known in
countries in the
Malta as well.
That is a big country to take over too.
Yeah.
Russia's a big fucking country.
irn-bru is here to take over from the remnants of the Soviet Union.
Coca-Cola sitting there fucking shaking like, what are we going to do about this irn-bru?
Actually, no. This was a genuine thing. I learned about this in like really early on in high school, and the reason that Iron Brew.
You went to school? Disney show.
Yeah, I know. Like, believe it or not, like I was allowed in a school.
Oh, Truss isn't allowed within a couple of miles of a school.
Hey,
Not anymore.
it's only because I almost set Larkhall
Stubzx.
Academy on fire during my apprenticeship. It's not for any other nefarious reasons
Right.
that may come to mind, right?
I thought Stubzx
Still
was trying
true,
to tell
though.
us something.
Like
Stubzx
during my
is like-
apprenticeship, I
that's
was in the tech department of Larkhall Academy, and I didn't tighten the bolts back up and it was the three mains, the three-phase main system on the entrance to the building, and when everything came back on, it was a loose connection, it started sparking, gained excess heat, and then it started smoking, and then my tradesman tried to fix it, and then when he was in trying to fix it, he just started screaming, "Everybody get out!" So if I'm banned from schools, that's why.
You almost burnt the school down, is that it?
Aye, the tech department was on fire.
Let's be
Yes.
real, right? We're talking about COD not being allowed within 2 miles of your school. To get to your home, you need to get on a plane.
True, but there is a school.
You live in
within
a
2
bigger
miles.
version of Alcatraz.
There is a school within 2 miles of me, though.
He virtually lives in
because all
Alcatraz.
the inmates who got banned from going to school started dragging each other and needed education.
There is a. Aye, this is pretty much the modern day Australia. Aye, this is where all the criminals get sent.
But I heard, I don't know how true it's, but I heard that the reason that irn-bru isn't allowed in America is A, because they won't tell somebody what one of the ingredients are, but also because there's a certain rumour that Coca-Cola paid off the government.
No,
Well, that
that's
was
the
for a while.
ingredients thing.
You can get irn-bru in America now. It was banned for years because of the food colouring, or some kind of the colouring that makes it orange, pretty much.
I find that pretty
no.
fucking stupid, man. The way
It
that
is
it
really
looks in
stupid.
irn-bru when everybody's fucking fat as fuck.
Addicted to opioids.
Exactly.
Aye.
Fucking hell, man! It got so much artificial colours and fucking Smarties and all
But
that shit. I don't know if they have
If you
Smarties
are in
over there, do
America
they?
now, you can go to your local British store, or you can go to Amazon and get a can of irn-bru.
You can indeed.
I just want to applaud Yaldi's comment.
What was Yaldi's comment? SMViper, the kind of guy to get suspended from school for yelling, "Mighty Morphin Power Rangers!" Just jumping down to his boxers and pulling a plastic mask and smashing cunts with a plastic sword.
Is that how it happened, Viper?
Yeah, Muck-Up Day was fucking amazing.
Nathan Drake was the magical Golden Ranger.
Mate, I loved Power Rangers when I was a kid as well, man.
And if I got Power Rangers when I was a kid today, I'm fucking sky, that's how.
Half of that. I'm not
Mate.
saying which half, that's for you all to guess.
I've spoke about this in the podcast.
The only thing I
right?
got was fucking CITV and CBBC, and that was it.
I grew up
Oh,
with
man.
a fucking TV that was a slot machine, right? The TV,
What?
you used to get half an hour
I've heard of
of
those.
TV viewing, and then you had to put another £1 in the television. And there was
I've
a
heard of
slot
them,
at the
yeah.
fucking back of it. And a man came into your house every 2 or 3 weeks with a big bag, and he emptied your telly of your money. And I swear to God, every time he done it, I was like that to my dad, "Dad, why is that man stealing from us?" Do you know
So
what I mean? That's what it
how
felt
you
like
pay-
a kid.
That's how you pay your TV license. Fuck!
That was
But
not,
the great thing was, back
That's how
then,
you
colour
do it.
TVs were very rare, and Trust actually had one.
No, it was
the
one of the ways, think of it as, see how we get
The only thing I got to watch was Rosie and Jim, that was it.
But see the way the TVs used to work when I was a kid is it was because my mum and dad couldn't afford to buy one, right? They couldn't afford to buy one straight away, and it was basically a hire purchase where my mum and dad, they probably couldn't get credit. So one of the ways they got this TV was that they keep putting pounds in it. Very much the way you get a key for your power, like of Scottish Power. Do you know what I mean? Very much like that, or a card for your gas. You have to preload it. Do you know what I mean?
Power
So there's
card.
no credit check or anything like that. So as people who have got bad credit and that can still participate in some of the luxuries. Do you know what I mean? Can you imagine how many people have bad credit ratings? Almost fucking everybody nowadays,
Pretty much
right?
everyone,
Aye. So can you imagine going to go buy something, or do you know what I mean? You move into a new house, because me, I've got a key meter and a fucking card meter because I've got bad credit rating because I lost my job a few years ago. So imagine moving into a new house and they turn around and they says to you, because you get a bad credit rating, we can't give you gas or electricity. So there has to be a way round about that, and that's the way round about it. And it just, it felt so much different because you were putting actual pounds in your telly, and a guy came to the house without, did he just chap the door, "I'm here for your telly money"? And see the guy that came to your house, he wasn't even married, "Hi Ann," talking, he was just in the living room, money. Do you know what I mean?
I don't mind those guys, but
Aye,
Thank God, that didn't have that
Like,
generation, man. That's fucking awful, man.
well, no, it's not even a generation thing. Because I was watching one of those Broke Britain shows or something, and there's a guy that still has one of those today.
I like irn-bru that much. I drink 2 cans at one time.
Let's go.
There's probably a secret fridge somewhere in the corner of the room somewhere underneath.
Mate, I've got 3.
Underneath that green fucking covering.
And on that note, guys,
Let's go.
thank you for watching the IndiScots with Soul podcast this week. We had True Scottish Guys there. He's fucking there. We had True Scottish Guy, SMViper, and Stubzx. May Stubzx always be with you guys, and we'll see you in 10 minutes for Jackbox. See you all soon, guys.
History boner!
3 cans. Let's go.
Heavy froze.
Oh no, we broke
Stream's
it.
heavy crashed.
I can't handle the
Hey,
awesomeness of irn-bru.
We get the first crash.
I'm looking seductively at a can of irn-bru as it crashed. Oh, no,
Well, we should have got unplugged. Try again in a moment. And oh my god, we got Eric 3000.
I was seductively looking at the can as it froze, like fucking. That one.
Where did the stream drop?
History boner.
Did the stream drop there?
Back.
Aye. It's outro. Wait, hold on. No, we're back. Yo, outro.